Reviewing this bad boy. If you're looking to surprise someone, just stick 2 fingers into this amp when it's on. In today's video, we'll be reviewing this bad boy. This gigantic amp isn't a 12 kilowatt unit. I've already posted some pictures on Instagram. The things people wrote in the comments, man. Today we're gonna bench test it. We're expecting this to be a top-end unit in the 2019 season, both for the competition crowd and the high-tier musicians out there. Right, time for us to do some bench testing. What a monster. Tell me, Artem, when you first saw this thing, you started measuring it in cubits. Wanna do it again? Okay, 1. It's more than 2 cubits. 2, 2.5 cubits. So the length of this amp is 2.5 cubits. Go ahead and measure up your car to figure out whether it fits. About 3 years ago, I installed some DB 120000.1 amps, and I thought those were huge. I'm still using them, by the way. I have to admit that in terms of quality and reliability, this line of amps is the gold standard. I reckon the name OGO was given to the wrong amplifier. You can probably call this one Ohoho. The claimed output here is 20 kilowatts at 18 volts DC. We're considering the name AAK-20000. We don't know for sure yet. I don't know. Maybe you guys could think of some interesting and unique name and share your ideas with us in the comments. Okay, now we get to power testing this beast. We'll be showing you what sort of clean power this amp can produce. Today we're using a budget-grade power source. We've got just these 3 sections of 700 ampere lithium. Each section consists of 5 cells. We're looking at 18.9 volts. As for this, we'll get to that later. You'll see what it's for in a bit, after we finish our measurements. Alright, so I'll be showing you guys the readout on the gauges. The main one, of course, being the oscilloscope. Plus we have these gauges down here. We'll be powering on the amp using this head unit. That's about it. Okay, time for us to get started. You guys keep an eye on the sine curve. We doing this? Yeah? Alright, the signal looks clean. Now we check the readouts. 139.8. Multiply that by 138.5, and the power source voltage has come down to 16.9. We were looking at 18.6, but now it's gone down to 16.9. 139.8, 139.8, multiply that by 138.5, and here's the result. 19,362 watts. So that's the clear signal at 16.9 volts. Let's get it to screech this time, like we always do. So now we're aiming for maximum clipped power. We've reset the gauges. Now we watch this lovely little square. Time to crank up the volume. Here we go. Here we go. Now that's harsh. You can hear it screeching. Sure. 100... Whoa! 160.5 times 160.2? Source voltage is down to 15.9. Multiply 160.5 times 160.2. 25 kilowatts. That's with a clipped signal. So it's 25. Show the voltage. 15.9 volts. We just saw 25 kilowatts at 15.9 volts. So this amp can easily run on 15.5 volts. As for our 2019 season, it's going to be all about the titanate. Lithium titanate. At some point later on we can... Well, first of all, we can add another cell and bring the power up to 18 volts. Second of all, titanate has a much higher discharge rating than your run-of-the-mill lithium iron phosphate battery. For those of you running titanate, even if you have a 15-volt power supply, this amplifier will happily go up to over 15-16 kilowatts. Okay, so we just got up to 19 kilowatts. If you're willing to let it screech a bit, 15 volts is good for 20 kilowatts with a clipped signal. You can bring the volume all the way up and make a severely distorted 25 kilowatts. If you like playing music in the 10 to 250 hertz range, this bad boy is exactly what you need. It's like a very pricey electric guitar. That seemed like a good intro for our flagship amps. We should specify who these are for. In my opinion, the best fit for this sort of amp would be a competition-grade system. One set up for maximum SPL. This is one uncompromising amp. All you need is an uncompromising power supply, and you'll see some uncompromising power. Also, check this out. For the daily SPL project builders out there looking to build an intricate top-level system with a quality lithium titanate-based power supply, this amp could actually save you some money. Let's say we're using a 12-volt power supply. We install 2 12K amps and the right amount of yellow LFP cells. You'd be spending 50% more. Yeah. Here, though, you spend a bit more on your power supply. You add one extra cell, if we're talking lithium iron phosphate, or you make an 18-volt lithium titanate pack, and you save some cash by skipping on that second amplifier, which is now redundant. We're looking forward to reading your thoughts on this amplifier. If anybody wants to purchase this one, shoot us a PM. We might just sell you this unique piece, and even make an individual top plate to go with it. That's it. This review is over.